This is Dr. Prasanna Kumar, working as an assistant professor in Government First Grade College, Tumkur. The paper is Mechanics and Special Theory of Relativity. In this, the chapter is the rotational motion. Subtitle is calculation of moment of inertia of a ring and a circular disc. Moment of inertia of a thin circular ring about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its plane. This is known as a circular disc. This is the axis passing through its center. R be the radius of the disc. Dx be the element. Dx be the element. Mass of the element is given by, let m be the mass of the capital M be the mass of the circular ring, small m be the mass of the element. Therefore, m into dx is known as what you call that, the mass of the element. Mass of the element. Moment of inertia of the element about the axis, this axis is given by di is equal to m into dx plus r into r squared, m dx r squared, where m dx is known as mass of the element, r is known as distance from the axis to the element. Therefore, we can write m dx into r squared. This is the mass of the one element. If you want to determine the mass of the entire ring, moment of inertia of the entire ring, we can apply I is equal to 0 to 2 pi r, where 2 pi r is known as circumference. Therefore, we can write m dx into r squared is equal to m into r squared 0 to 2 pi r dx. We can write m r squared into 2 pi into r, m into 2 pi into r squared, where I is equal to mr squared. Moment of inertia of a ring is given by I is equal to mr squared. Moment of inertia of a thin circular ring about an axis passing through its diameter. Consider two mutually perpendicular diameters of the ring along AB and CD. Let Ix and Iy are the moments of inertia of the ring about diameters which are perpendicular to each other. Then Ix is equal to Iy is equal to Id. Hence Id, it is the moment of inertia of the ring about the diameter. I want to explain the figure like this. This is AB. This is AB. This is known as CD. They are mutually perpendicular to each other. This is the element. R be the distance of the element from its center. From the perpendicular axis theorem, the moment of inertia of a ring about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its surface is I is equal to Iz is equal to that means Iz. The moment of inertia about z axis is the moment of inertia along x axis and the moment of inertia along y axis. That is, we can write 2 into moment of inertia along x axis or the moment of inertia along y axis. That is, I is equal to 2id, where id is equal to I by 2, but I is equal to mr squared. In the last video, we have discussed the moment of inertia about parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem, where we are derived the expression for the moment of inertia as I is equal to mr squared. ID is equal to mr squared by 2. Moment of inertia of a thin circular ring about an axis tangential to the plane of the ring or parallel to the diameter. They may ask you the question in a question like this in your examination. Derive the expression for moment of inertia of a thin circular ring about an axis tangential to the plane of the ring or parallel to the diameter. Let AB is the axis parallel to the diameter or tangential to the plane of the ring. This AB is tangential to the ring. CD is the axis passing through its center. CD is the axis passing through its center of gravity. R is the separation between these two. R is the separation between these two. Therefore, the moment of inertia about what you call that? The moment of inertia of a ring about an axis parallel to the diameter or tangential to the plane. Moment of inertia about tangential to the plane is given by mr squared plus id. IR is equal to mr squared plus half of mr squared is equal to 3 by 2 mr squared. Moment of inertia of a disk. They may ask you the question like this. There are what you call that different questions in this. Derive the expression for moment of inertia of a disk about an axis passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its plane is one of the question. For this, let us consider the point like this. From where here, I mean this is the circular ring. Okay, this R1 be the radius of this ring, R2 be the radius of outermost layer. If X is the radius of this ring, then dx is the element. We can write we can explain like this. Let a circular lambda, you can explain like this: R1, R2, X plus dx, like this. The particles, let us consider what you call that face area of the lamina is given by pi r2 squared minus pi r squared. R1 squared is equal to pi into R2 squared minus R1 squared. Mass per unit area of the lamina can be written as m divided by pi into R2 squared minus R1 squared. Face area of the ring is equal to 2 pi x dx. Mass of the ring is given by m divided by pi into R2 squared minus R1 squared into 2 pi x dx. Moment of inertia of the ring is given by 2mx dx divided by R2 squared minus R1 squared. The moment of inertia of the whole lamina is obtained by integrating the expression between the limits x is equal to R1 and x is equal to R2. If we integrate R1 to R2, m2mx dx divided by R2 squared minus R1 squared into x squared, we can derive the expression like this: 2m divided by R2 squared minus R1 squared is taken out. Integration of R1 to R2 x cube dx we will get, because we have x here and x here. There is no here, there is no e. It should be into. 2m divided by r2 squared minus r1 squared, x to the power of 4 divided by 4, r1 to r2, and we can write, finally we can write I is equal to m into r2 squared plus r1 squared divided by 2. If the lamina has no hole, then r1 is equal to 0 and r2 is equal to r. We get the moment of inertia as mr squared by 2. Next, to derive the expression for moment of inertia of a lamina about any diameter of axis, let us consider this is one diameter, this is another one. Next, we can, according to the perpendicular axis theorem, sum of the moment of inertia about these diameters is equal to its moment of inertia about an axis passing through O and perpendicular to its plane. IPQ is equal to IRS is equal to m into r1 squared plus r2 squared divided by 2, but IPQ is equal to IRS is equal to ID. Therefore, we can write like this: ID plus ID is equal to m into r1 squared plus r2 squared divided by 2. That is 2ID is equal to m into r1 squared plus r2 squared divided by 2. ID is equal to m into r1 squared plus r2 squared divided by 4. For a circular disc of radius r having no inner hole, r2 is equal to r and r1 is equal to 0. ID is equal to mr squared divided by 4. One more question. To derive the expression for the lamina about a tangent in its plane as axis. Let AB be tangent to disc and parallel to the diameter RS. The moment of inertia about this tangent as axis is given by parallel axis theorem. IAB is equal to IRS plus m into OP squared, m into r1 plus r2 whole squared divided by 4 plus m into r2 squared, m into r1 squared plus r2 squared plus 4r squared divided by 4. IAB is equal to m into r1 squared plus 5r2 squared divided by 4. For disc radius r having no inner hole, r1 is equal to 0, r2 is equal to r. IAB is equal to m into 5r squared by 4 is equal to, that is IAB is equal to 5 into mr squared by 4. Finally, we can write like this. These are the multiple choice questions they may expect in this chapter. The answers for the multiple choice question is like this. This is the main questions. These are the main. Determine the moment of inertia of a circular disc about an axis passing through its center and perpendicular to its place. Determine the moment of inertia of a circular ring about an axis passing through its center diameter. They may ask you the questions like this: obtain an expression for moment of inertia of a circular disc about an axis passing through center and perpendicular to its plane. About an axis passing through its diameter. About an axis tangential to the plane or parallel to the diameter. These are the references. These are the references which we can refer the books. These are the things which we have to study in this. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Thank you, and all.